All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We'll get started here with Coach Cook. To start it off, I'll be taking a question from Kevin Suits. He wants to know, how have the limited crowds affected your team's performance this season, and how do the tense late match moments feel compared to previous seasons with nobody in the building?
There's definitely a void, and I'm starting to wonder. We haven't started off slow on the road like we have at home, and I'm just wondering if it's such a letdown not having the crowd it's affected our energy and our starts. So we're gonna try to address that a little bit. I don't think there's any magic formula for it, but it just feels empty, and there is something definitely missing. But that's not an excuse. It's just a reality. And end game, I was actually sitting there in Game 5, like, okay, if we had 8,000 people in here, how fun would this be? And it's still fun, but I feel bad for the fans missing out on a great 5-game match that comes right down to the wire. So it's definitely a big void.
All right, we'll take questions for Coach.
How are you going about addressing that?
I don't know. I just thought of it, actually. I was thinking about it last night and this morning. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to the team about it. And, we can't use that as an excuse. But, I mean, I just feel these guys are so wired. When you walk out, there's 8,000 people. It's electric. And, we're just used to playing in that. And that's been one of our struggles when we go on the road and there is no fans. It's not very many places in the Big Ten, but sometimes in non-conference, you're playing in front of nobody in some tournament or something. And I've seen our players have a hard time getting up for that. And so it's just part of the deal. There's a plus and a minus to playing in front of big crowds.
The other change this week is the change of schedule with the Wednesday, Saturday. How is that? How are you altering the routine to adapt to the home and home series this week?
Well, we're used to it in the Big Ten because we play several Wednesday, Saturday matches. So for us, it's good. I actually think the change of routine will be good. I think it's good we get to play right away after Saturday night's loss instead of waiting all week. So I think the players are going to be really excited to play and try to be better than we were Saturday, and they get an opportunity tomorrow as opposed to wait until Friday. So I think it's real positive this week.
Does it feel like a little bit return to normal from where the schedule was last year as opposed to the doubleheader weekends?
A little bit. I just keep thinking we should be in Hawaii right now. It was a year ago when this pandemic thing hit. We were one day out from getting on a plane to go to Hawaii. So that's what I keep thinking about.
John, with that right side hitter spot, is there any reason that they shouldn't be hitting, closer to 200 is there something with the sets, or is there something with a lot of out of system or anything that we can't see, I guess?
Nope. There's really no rhyme or reason. It's, like I've said before, it's like you're fine tuning a race car. And right now it's, we're not running on all cylinders out there. So we got to overhaul the engine. We got to retune it. We got to, keep working at it, get somebody with confidence going over there. It's the only way I know how to do it. So we yesterday in practice, we had a major competition between Jazz and Riley and let them go at it. And I think there was, trying to force them to, somebody to step up and compete, get in the compete mindset as opposed to worried about if I make a mistake or, I'm not playing very well or whatever. So that's kind of how we're approaching it.
I mean, early in the season, Riley was hitting like 250, 260. What was leading to that success that she needs to get back to now?
If I had the answers to all those questions, we'd be writing books and doing webinars and making good money. So it's just always a process, It's I don't have any explanations for that. All I know is those guys come in and work really hard. They're working to get better. They've been spending extra time, and we got to get it going.
Any other questions for Coach?
Obviously, obviously passing serve receive is always one of your big keys, but it seems like that's one thing that Iowa does pretty well is they're aggressive with their serves, and their ace numbers are pretty similar to yours. How ready do you have to be this weekend in particular to take on that challenge?
The Big Ten serves tough, and we train to play against the best servers, and we do it every day. And again, that's something else that's mental. We got to go in there and have confidence. But yes, Iowa's a very good serving and passing team, and so it's Big Ten, baby. You got to bring it. We got to do the same to them, and it's just like a tug of war going back and forth. Who can serve who tougher, and who can pass better?
After Friday's match, you said that Lauren did a lot of the talking after the second set. Do you like that?
Oh yeah. She has free reign. She's a captain of this team. That's part of her role and what is expected of her.
Why do you think a player's voice can be effective, I guess, in some situations other than a coach's voice?
She's talking to him all the time, whether we're in a match or not. I mean, she's talking to him in practice, in the locker room. There's captains have a major role in our team, and what's communicated and how it's communicated and the mindset. And so that's not just something that flips a switch on in a match on a Friday night. This is 24/7. It's been going on all year.
I know we got a few more weeks of the season left, but postseason is looming large, and the RPI has come out, and it just looks like an absolute mess. I mean, Nebraska ranks 53rd, Wisconsin 70th, Fairfield, Sacred Heart are the top two teams. I know that's been a tool that the selection committee has used in the past. Is that a point of discussion amongst coaches of how off it seems this year?
I haven't talked to anybody about it. I don't think anybody's paying attention to it because the committee knows, well, I think they do know that this is going to be total. They have to, look at the best teams, who they've played, and make those decisions and not use a messed up RPI because that makes no sense.
Any final questions?
What was the mood in practice yesterday after kind of coming off that Saturday night loss?
I think the mood was really good. They went really hard. We went typically because of the schedule this week. We went a little longer than we typically go on Mondays, and I don't think they want to practice to end yesterday. I think they were having a good time and competing really hard and doing really well. So it was a good response by our team. I was really, really pleased.
Did any of the players say anything? You heard about Lauren on Friday, Saturday. Did anybody kind of speak up and talk to them about that urgency, what you said was lacking on Saturday night?
I'm sure there was stuff said. I wasn't in the locker room, and I'm sure there are conversations going on. These guys are smart. I have them, like with the outsides, they sent me video reports of the weekend. I mean, they're so dialed in. They're so on top of things. They know what needs to be done. They see things really well. And, this group wants to be great.
All right, we'll end it there. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.